Hey, what's up, guys? It's Russo and Jordy with Backdoor Fantasy Sports, and we've got another Prize Picks video for you on Flex Friday. We've got a great slate, 13 games on board. It's going to be a great day. Feeling good about the bounce back, and just want to say thank you to everyone for all the support. A lot of encouraging comments and stuff. Didn't mean to come across like so salty or bent out of shape or anything. I think I was just a little tired, and it was a rough night on the books. So, but we're bringing the positive vibes, and we appreciate everybody keeping it positive in the comments and whatnot. And also, shout out to Ace Money. Thanks a lot for the super thanks, man. Really appreciate that. That gives Jordy and I a couple plays on Prize Picks. So much love, man. Really appreciate that. So. All right, let's just get right into the picks because we're really excited about these, and I think some of these might move pretty quick. All right, so to get us started, I'm going to be going with an assist prop, and excuse me, I like Derek White to go over 5 assists. I think this is a safe play for a push or better. He's hit this in 4 out of his last 5 and 7 out of his last 10. This is a minus 140 to hit 5 or more. So the line that the sports books have it at is at 4.5, and they have it at a minus 140 to go over. So this feels like a safe play. We've been cashing on his rebounds and assists quite a bit over the last, I would say like 7 or 8 games. But we do have a chance that Porzingis is going to be back. And if Porzingis is back, that's going to, I think, help Derek's assist and maybe hurt his rebounds a little bit because he's going to be getting his big back who will be another weapon for him to dish the ball to, and Porzingis is a great scorer. And then also, I think it might cut into the rebounds a little bit. So I'm going to be just rolling the assists on this one. And if we look at what he's been doing over his last 5 games, he's getting about 34 minutes a game, and he's averaging 7 assists per game. He's really been excelling in the assist department specifically. So I'm going to be just running the assists on this one. If we look at what New York is allowing to shooting guards, they're allowing 5.1 assists per game to shooting guards. So I'm feeling good about this going over. And that's going to be one of the plays I play in my Flex Friday protected slip. And then my next play is going to be another favorite of ours. And that's going to be a PRA for Duncan Robinson. Some of the people who watched the show probably knew we were going to be going back to Duncan soon enough. We cashed on him in his last matchup. He went through a little bit of a slump, for like a little 3-game stretch where he just didn't quite hit the line that it was set at, but it's not like he was having terrible games. But Duncan has hit this 7 out of his last 10 games. This is a minus 120 to go over. And Cleveland is 12th in points allowed, 23rd in rebounds allowed, and 10th in assists allowed to the small forward position. So I'm going to be taking the over on this one. If we take a look at Duncan here, over his last 10 games, he's averaging 32.4 minutes, 18.3 points, 3.2 rebounds, and 3.8 assists. Some of these averages on rebounds and assists are a little bit lower because of the games he had when he went through that little recent stretch, and he had one game where he went a little bit lower against Cleveland last time they matched up. But I'm feeling good about him going over in this one because I do believe Bam is still out. I can double check on that real quick, but I think Bam is still out, and I think Highsmith is still out. I'm going to keep going.
In that last game against Cleveland, I just wanted to point out that he got in foul trouble. So
that's right, he did. So it looks like Bam is a game time decision and Highsmith is a game time decision. But you're right, that was the game that he got in foul trouble early. And I think he as soon as he came back, he started to be a little bit productive, but he didn't do much in the first half because of the foul trouble. That's a good catch. I forgot about that. So yeah, anyways, if we look at what Cleveland's allowing to small forwards, they're allowing just under 20 points a game, 8 rebounds and 4.7 assists. So we like the way, especially the rebounds and assists to small forwards are looking. So we're going to be taking that for the over. And then my last play, I guess all of these are sort of like favorites, especially if you're a part of our Discord. link in the description if you're interested. But we've been cashing on this next play for a long time, and I'm really excited that we're getting it today at this line, and that's going to be Derek Lively over rebounds. And this especially is one that you're going to want to jump on soon because they take this guy off the board so quick. Where you at? Okay, he's still there. And he's at the exact line that the sports books have him at, the odds makers. So 8.5, we're going to be taking that for the over. He's only done this twice over his last 5 games, but he's done this 6 out of 10 times in his last 10 games. And Portland is 27th overall in rebounds allowed and 24th to specifically to centers for rebounds allowed. So we like the matchup. And if we take a look at Derek, over his last 10 games, he's getting about 26 minutes and he's averaging about 7.9 rebounds per game. But that's just because of those few slump games that he had. But typically you can see he's like 9, 9, 10, 9, 10. Had a little bit of a drought, but he's got a great matchup. He had the game against OKC where he went for 16. So I'm feeling good about this. And when we first called this out, we had mentioned that, Dallas has been looking for this big that they thought about bringing in a veteran, and then they really believed Derek could be that. So they didn't bring in a big name vet to pair with Luka, and it's been working out great. Lively's a great fit. I think he's going to be a good name in Dallas for years to come. So yeah, and if we look at Portland against centers, they're actually allowing a juicy 16.5 rebounds per game to just any given center. But this guy definitely is on the up and up, and he's accelerating when it comes to rebounding and a lot of lobs. But I feel best about the rebounds. This is a minus 140 to go over, even at the line set at 8.5 rebounds. So definitely jump on this as soon as you can. Those are the 3 I'm running with. What do you got for us, Jordy?
Yeah. So to get me started here, I'm gonna be going with make sure this thing is working. All right. So I'm gonna be going with a let's see here to get us started. I'm gonna go with a rebounds prop to get me started. I like this guy a lot. I've gone to him a lot recently. And this is a pretty tough matchup for him, but one that he excelled in last time. So I'm going to go with Jabari Smith for over his rebounds. We took this last time for over his rebounds and assists, and he went over it with just rebounds. He had 15 rebounds last time they played Denver, and Jokic was actually playing in that game. So I like him. It's the odd makers have it set at over 7.5. For the over 7.5, they have it at a minus 155. So we have a minus 155 to push. And they have it at a minus 115 to go over 8, but I think that's kind of silly. Last time he played, he absolutely dominated the glass against Denver. He had 15 boards, and he had 18 against OKC 2 nights ago. And he's gone over this in 4 out of his last 5 and 7 out of his last 10. And if you just, I think this kid is like really athletic and special, and he brings a lot to the table when it comes to rebounding. And, if we look at Denver to what they're giving up to power forwards here, let's see, for rebounding, they're actually giving up 10.2 rebounds a game to power forwards. So, you would think they'd be like number 1 against them in every category, but they're actually giving up quite a bit to them. And he excelled in this last time, so I like him to go over this. Had some messing around in the background. And then for my next pick, I have a points prop here. Let's go with I'm going with Julius Randle to go over his points in this matchup tonight against Boston. He's kind of proven that he's good in every matchup there is. And this is going to be a little bit of a tough one for him. But if we look at what they're giving up to power forwards point wise, they're giving up the league least. But I mean, this is Julius Randle. He's been doing this to about every team out there right now, and he's a minus 145 to go over this tonight. They're gonna need him. Brunson has not been in a slump, but he hasn't been shooting the ball as well as he was over the last couple weeks. So Randall's really been taking the reins here. He's gone over this in 8 out of his last 10 games. So I like him to go over this. This is the line it's actually set at too for sports booking. So I like him to go over this at a minus 148. If we look at his last 10 games, I mean, he's averaging 36 minutes, almost 25 points a game, 9 rebounds, and 6 assists. Like, this guy has just been on one, and the shooting percentages are fantastic. He's shooting 35% from 3, 74% from the floor, 51% from the floor, and 70% from free throw. And he shoots on average almost 7 free throws a game. So he gets fouled a whole bunch, he gets a bunch of points, and he's shooting 74% from free throw. So that's pretty good odds for us to get over this threshold of his. So I like him to go for more. And then I like, for my last pick, I'm going to be going with a points and assist prop here. And I'm going to go with James Harden tonight. He's been killing it lately. He kind of started out slow because when he got activated for them, he just kind of they had to figure out the team chemistry. When he first got there, we were both talking. We were like, oh my God, he completely ruined the chemistry of the Clippers. And, you know, they looked really bad for a little bit. But now that they've kind of figured out his identity in this team, over the last 5 games, he's been killing this. He's averaging 26.6 over the last 5 games, but this is really nuked because of the one bad game he had against Denver. But I like him to go over this 24.5. Over the last 4 games, he's averaging 27.8 points and assists per game. So it gives us a lot of room here to work with this. And let's see here. Where am I at? Okay, so if we look at what Utah is giving up to shooting guards, let's see. This is a pretty good matchup. So they're giving up 22.1 points a game and almost 5 assists. Now, like, we seen James Harden. I was debating taking his assists in the last video, and I was like, with the way he's been playing, I don't know. And he had 7 assists in the first quarter. So he can get it done quick. He's looking very elite out there again. I think he's getting back into playing shape a little bit. So I just like him to go over this. If we look at his last 5 games, he's been fantastic. He's averaging 35.9 minutes a game over the last 5 games, 19.2 points, and 7.4 assists. So, you know, if he can just get in there and do his averages, we're going to crush this line. So I like him to go over this, and that's the 3 I've got, man.
Cool. So yeah, that's the 6 that we've got for you for Flex Friday. If you've never tried Prize Picks, use our promo code. They'll double your first deposit up to $100. So whatever you put on, they'll match it. If you go for the full 100, they'll give you 200 to play with. Just use our code and they'll hook you up with that deal. And if you're new to our channel, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell. We run several different types of shows. We run a late night show where we try to provide value when the board is first getting populated. We catch a lot of lines early, and they usually end up moving the next day. And this is our daily show. Once the board's fully populated, we hit you with all of our favorite props. So make sure you're subscribed, and you'll be notified as soon as we drop a new video. And yeah, so I think, yeah, that's gonna do it. And also, there are some plays in the video from last night that will be attached at the end of this video. So definitely check that one out, because there's some plays that I'm still going to use for my protected play. And last thing, if you're running the protected play, don't forget to go into the promo tab, opt in, and then when you're building your lineup, make sure you check the box. Otherwise, your play won't be protected. We just like to remind you guys of that because it's happened to us before where we lose our protected play. So yeah, guys, have a great weekend. We really appreciate all of you. Shout out to Skywalker DFS. Shout out to our analysts in our Discord, Moose and Consul. They're killing it over there. Those guys are both literally dudes that I would be fine with. Just like if I didn't have time and I just threw them some cash and was like, make me a slip. I feel comfortable with both of those guys just making me a slip because of their process, their analytics. Like, they're great. So definitely check out our Discord, link in the description. Have a good weekend, guys, and we'll catch you in the next video.
Good luck, guys.